Over 70 years ago, Walt Disney had a bold dream to create a place where parents and children could enjoy magical experiences together, blending fantasy and reality seamlessly. This dream eventually gave birth to Walt Disney Imagineering, originally named WED Enterprises in 1952. Walt assembled a team of dreamers and doers, artists, engineers, architects, writers, and craftspeople who shared his passion for pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Together, they pioneered an entirely new field of entertainment design. And it's this Imagineering wonder that has made Disney theme parks across the globe so iconic. So, which of these Disney's Imagineering masterpieces truly captivated guests and revolutionized the world of theme parks? Let's find out. Just so you know, if we were to go into details about every magical innovation Disney's Imagineers have brought to life in their theme parks across the globe, we'd be here for hours. So, in this video, we're zeroing in on the jaw-dropping, game-changing creations that didn't just enhance the Disney experience, they completely transformed it. Let's turn back the clock and start with one of the first breakthroughs that showed the world what Disney magic could really do, and that is the Audio-Animatronics. The 1960s were a groundbreaking time in theme park history thanks to Disney's introduction of this groundbreaking technology. It all began in 1963 with the Enchanted Tiki Room in Disneyland, which was Walt Disney's first venture into audio-animatronics. The inspiration came from a small mechanical bird Walt had discovered in a shop in New Orleans, a simple singing bird in a cage. But Walt envisioned something far bigger. Working with Imagineer Wathel Rogers, the team developed sophisticated mechanical birds that could move and sing in perfect synchronization. The show featured over 225 animated creatures, including talking flowers, drumming tiki gods, and an array of tropical birds. Each figure was controlled by a groundbreaking system of pneumatic tubes and electrical impulses synchronized to a magnetic tape that controlled their movements and voices. But the real technological quantum leap came with great moments with Mr. Lincoln in 1964. Creating a human audio-animatronic was a whole new challenge. The figure needed realistic facial expressions, natural body movements, and the dignity of a president. To achieve this, the team built an intricate system of hydraulic cylinders, compressed air lines, and electrical solenoids, all working together to create lifelike movements. Lincoln could perform 57 unique motions, from subtle gestures like crossing his legs to grasping the arms of his chair. His face was especially complex, with multiple points of articulation to convey a range of expressions. Even his costume was specially tailored to conceal the mechanics while moving naturally with the figure. Then, in 1967, Disney reached new heights with Pirates of the Caribbean, the crowning achievement of audio-animatronic technology in that era. What made Pirates extraordinary was not just the number of figures, 120 at the opening, but their sophistication and variety of movements. The attraction featured pirates sword fighting, drinking, chasing women, and even setting buildings ablaze, each action requiring complex programming and mechanical innovation. The drunk pirate with his cats remains one of the most sophisticated figures ever created, with fluid movements that still impress today. The Imagineers developed special synthetic skins that could stretch and move naturally, along with maintenance-friendly designs that allowed for quick repairs. Walt Disney himself was deeply involved in perfecting these figures. He would often spend hours watching the Lincoln figure, suggesting minute adjustments to make the movements more natural. For Pirates, he insisted that the figures' faces capture genuine emotion, leading to innovations in facial articulation and control systems. Today, these technological marvels can be found at every Disney theme park, creating magical moments for guests of all ages. The next greatest Disney Imagineering hit came to life in 1969 when they made ghosts come alive. Sounds unreal, right? Yes, that was what everybody thought until Disney opened doors to the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland on August 9, 1969. The heart of the Haunted Mansion's success was its groundbreaking ride system. Disney's Imagineers faced a tricky challenge. How could they move thousands of guests through the mansion while making sure everyone saw the ghostly special effects at just the right moment? Their solution was brilliant: the Omnimover system, which guests would come to know as the Doom Buggies. These black chairs, shaped like high-backed Gothic armchairs, changed everything about how rides could work. As guests glide through the mansion, their Doom Buggy quietly rotates and tilts, making sure they're looking exactly where the Imagineers want them to look. It's like having an invisible tour guide controlling your view of every scene. The system could move about 2,600 guests per hour, all while giving each person an intimate, spooky experience. The Haunted Mansion's special effects were revolutionary for their time and still amaze guests today. The Imagineers created ghosts using an old theater trick called Pepper's Ghost, which uses glass and lighting to make spirits appear and disappear. In the ballroom scene, guests look down at ghostly dancers swirling through the air, transparent figures playing at a dusty organ, and spectral partygoers celebrating their eternal feast. It's all done without computers, just clever use of light, mirrors, and perfectly synchronized animation. One of the most famous effects is Madame Leota, the floating head in the crystal ball. This effect combined projection technology with perfect synchronization to create a ghost that feels eerily real. Even today, guests still try to figure out exactly how she works. More than 50 years later, the Haunted Mansion remains a masterpiece of theme park design. Though it has undergone renovations over the years, it continues to captivate audiences. The Haunted Mansion expanded its spooky charm to Magic Kingdom in Florida on October 1st, 1971, and Tokyo Disneyland on April 15th, 1983. The next one on our list is Space Mountain, which was launched in 1975. As America raced to the moon in the 1960s, Walt Disney dreamed of bringing the excitement of space travel to everyone. Though Walt didn't live to see Space Mountain completed, his team of Imagineers turned his vision into reality. What made Space Mountain revolutionary was its setting, completely indoors and in total darkness. Before this, roller coasters were always outside where everyone could see the track. By bringing the coaster inside, Disney could control everything guests would see, hear, and feel. The darkness made every twist and turn a surprise, making the ride feel faster and more exciting than it actually was. As guests blast through space, they see shooting stars, glowing nebulas, and distant galaxies. The track itself is almost invisible in the darkness, creating the illusion of flying freely through space. The special effects, while simple by today's standards, were groundbreaking for their time. Even the line to get on the ride was themed, with guests walking through a space station complete with views of the cosmos. Space Mountain marked the first time computers were used to control a major theme park ride. This was a massive step forward in ride technology. Unlike traditional roller coasters that relied on simple gravity and momentum, Space Mountain used computers to control multiple trains simultaneously, ensuring precise timing and spacing. The attraction's innovative brake zones were electronically monitored and controlled, allowing for safe operation even in complete darkness. This made the ride both thrilling and incredibly safe. It's hard to imagine now, but in 1975, this was cutting-edge technology that changed how all theme park rides would be built in the future. This Imagineering was such a huge hit that it was built at every Disney park around the world, each version with its own unique twists. More importantly, it showed the entire theme park industry what was possible. This became the template for countless themed coasters that followed, from Universal's Harry Potter rides to modern Disney attractions like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Not all of Disney Imagineering's greatest achievements are decades old. Some are much more recent, like Pandora, which opened at Animal Kingdom in 2017. With this, they accomplished something many thought impossible. They brought an alien world to life on Earth. The first thing that takes your breath away in Pandora are the floating mountains. These massive structures seem to defy gravity as they hover in the sky. Disney's Imagineers accomplished this incredible feat through a combination of forced perspective and ingenious engineering. Each mountain is actually supported by hidden steel structures, carefully disguised as vines and rockwork. The technique was so revolutionary that Disney had to develop new construction methods just to build them. The entire valley below these mountains teems with alien life. During the day, strange plants pulse with activity. Some even spray water when touched. As darkness falls, Pandora transforms into a bioluminescent wonderland. The ground lights up with every step, plants glow with ethereal colors, and the entire landscape takes on a magical quality that makes guests forget they're still on Earth. This day-to-night transformation was achieved through the clever use of hidden lighting systems and special UV reactive paints that create different effects depending on the time of day. The Navi River journey takes guests deep into the heart of Pandora's bioluminescent forest. The attraction's crowning achievement is the Shaman of Songs, perhaps the most advanced audio-animatronic figure ever created. Standing over 10 feet tall, the shaman moves with incredible grace and fluidity. her face expresses subtle emotions, her fingers move independently, and her entire body sways to the music in a way that makes guests question whether she's really a robot. The technology behind her movements is so advanced. But it's flight of passage that truly pushes the boundaries of what a theme park attraction can be. This experience doesn't just simulate flying, it makes you feel like you've actually bonded with a banshee and are soaring through the skies of Pandora. Special effects add the sensation of your banshee breathing between your legs, while subtle scents and water sprays complete the illusion. Today, Pandora stands as proof that with enough imagination and innovation, even the most fantastic dreams can be brought to life. The next Disney Imagineering wonder is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which opened in 2019 at both Disneyland and Hollywood Studios at the Walt Disney World Resort. This groundbreaking themed land is the most interactive experience Disney has ever created. From the moment guests step into Black Spire Outpost on Batuu, they enter a world that feels completely real. Towering spires of ancient petrified trees reach into the sky. The Millennium Falcon sits in the distance, steam occasionally hissing from its worn hull. Every building looks weathered by countless sandstorms, and even the ground shows the marks of droids that have rolled through the streets. Unlike other theme park lands that recreate scenes from movies, Galaxy's Edge tells its own unique Star Wars story. Set on a remote trading outpost, it lets guests discover their own adventure. Cast members aren't just workers. They're inhabitants of Batuu with their own backstories and ways of speaking. They greet guests with bright suns during the day and rising moons at night, making everyone feel like they've truly left Earth behind. For the first time in theme park history, guests can use their phones to deeply interact with the land itself through the Play Disney Parks app. The app transforms into a Star Wars datapad, letting visitors decode messages written in the Star Wars language Aurebesh, hack into droids, and even choose sides between the Resistance and First Order. These aren't just simple games. The missions and tasks change throughout the day, making each visit different. Even shopping and dining are part of the story. At Savi's workshop, guests don't just buy a lightsaber, they participate in a secret ceremony to build one, guided by the Gatherers who collect ancient Jedi artifacts. At the Droid Depot, visitors choose parts from a moving conveyor belt to build and activate their own droid companion. The restaurants continue the immersion. At Oga's Cantina, guests might share a table with a smuggler while drinking exotic concoctions served by a droid DJ. Even the popular blue and green milk isn't just served in a normal cup. It comes from a special facility that looks like it was plucked straight from a moisture farm on Tatooine. The crown jewel of Galaxy's Edge is Rise of the Resistance, perhaps the most ambitious theme park ride ever created. This isn't just a ride, it's a roughly 18-minute adventure that uses 4 different ride systems working together seamlessly. Guests are recruited into the Resistance, captured by the First Order, and must escape a Star Destroyer. Everything here works together to create a complete story that guests live through rather than just watch. It proved that a theme park land could be more than a collection of attractions. It could be a place where stories come to life in ways that had never been possible before. What other Disney Imagineering marvels do you think deserve the spotlight? We'd love to hear your favorites. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the magic. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.